Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. As y'all know, this is 5 Cups of Tea. I am Jacob, aka Royal T. I am joined here by Dom T.
What's up, y'all?
Baddie T.
Guys.
Bigelow T.
What's up, y'all?
And Big Daddy T.
What's up with it?
All per. All right, so as y'all know, we just jump straight into it. We get our 5 cups of tea and we get the spilling. All right. So today, if you been on the internet, you already know what's going on. It's a whole lot of drama and it's a whole lot of
cheating.
Tea, basically. So I'm gonna hand it on over to Bigelow T so she can get us started on our next topic or our first topic. And yeah, just let us know down below in the comments what you think about this this topic, because I know a lot of y'all are, just listen. Bigelow T.
So let's jump right into the first topic. Our first topic is De'Ara and Ken.
Woo, child.
Woo, child. Now this is a couple.
I'm a survivor.
So like, I feel like De'Ara and Ken is like everyone's a couple. Like everybody's looking at them like, oh, they represent Black love, their goals. They show us what and what not to do in a relationship. And I feel like a lot of people have lost their way right when this. I don't know what word to say it. When we spotted Ken out, touching
this whole little pickle when the jar got opened.
All I know is I told her a long time ago. I mean, Bigelow T. A long time ago. I was like, if De'Ara and Ken ever mess up, break up, any of that, I don't believe in love no more. Because they've been together for 6 years.
This has been boring.
But why? And then they're engaged. Why?
Honestly, listen.
Hey, hold on, wait. Before Big Daddy T gets into it, let's back up a step. So I feel like we stepped over the whole entire topic.
Right. I'm about to say
nothing was explained. So if you don't know, you want to go ahead, Bigelow?
Oh yeah. If I haven't already explained it to y'all or finished talking about it, basically Ken was seen on camera like touching, like inappropriate, like sexually touching another female. And I don't know, shout out to the people who recorded the video and spotted that. They got the license plate on a Tesla. We will be inserting like videos and like pictures of the whole situation and the husband's reaction. And yeah, so basically he was just being caught cheating. We don't know if he was like drunk, like like he went to a lounge to celebrate. It was basically like he was at a lounge celebrating an event, and apparently I think this girl was like a fan that knew of De'Ara and Ken and everything, supported them. Actually, she used to watch their videos and everything, used to be like a real supporter. And so we don't know like if he was intoxicated when this happened or he was in his right mind and just was like feeling on her. But yeah.
Okay, listen. First of all, let's get into it. So when I saw that video, I said, yeah, that's his bitch, period. I'm not gonna rub up on your booty and rub up on me back, and we fans.
Yeah.
Especially
okay.
I don't care how cute you are. Like, I don't know.
When I first saw the video, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't watch it all the way through. All I saw was I didn't even see the video. I just saw the picture of Ken standing next to some woman, and everybody was going crazy about it, saying that he was cheating. I'm like, 1 + 1 is 2, and 2 + 2 is 4. Fuck is going on here? Because to me, it made no sense. Ooh, language. To me, it made no sense that everybody was saying that he was cheating, and all it was a picture of them standing together. And then I saw the video. So the video basically cleared up a whole lot of questions that I had because of the simple fact I could see exactly what was going on. And I'm not I'm a fan of De'Ara and Ken, but I'm not one of the ones that's been following. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been following them since day one, like a whole bunch of other people have. You good?
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like when this whole situation broke out, I feel like the apologies is what really threw me off on the situation. Both the apologies, it's like you could like in life you could justify so many things to a certain extent. I feel like you can't justify cheating. Like you can't say you was touching her on accident. I feel like you can't say that those things happening.
No, but let's get into the apologies and what was said.
Yeah, because I want to point out the fact that you can apologize. Like Darius said, you can apologize, but Ken apologized, and it was a little half-ass,
It was like a whatever type of
But
apology.
it was,
yeah.
but I think what's
But-
crazy because it should have been done the night before.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have waited. And not only that, but when he waited, his little font, his apology, his little story, the girl made the same exact post.
Literally the same post.
Same exact
Same
story.
font.
She said, you saw me take a step back. I saw you rub up on this man, back up after I finished what I was doing. Listen, like I said, I'm a child, so it's none of my business. But, you know.
All of our business.
But listen, when you are a YouTube couple, you're putting your business out there for people to take in, for people to judge. And we're not judging. It's just, you're observing people's behaviors. And it's like, first of all, I didn't like the way people were attacking her for not addressing it. She's a grown woman. If she wants to stay quiet, keep her business, let her do that.
Mhm.
Let her handle that at home.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of celebrities are well aware.
I loved it. Shoot, I love her unbothered post. Her doing her promos, a little ads. She said, "Look at this skincare." I said, "Oh, yes, man, you glowing."
Yes, and I feel like a lot of celebrities, they're aware, and some of them, I feel like to this day, still don't understand. Like, when your love life is in the spotlight, a lot of things that happen, even if you don't know, like, I'm pretty sure Ken didn't know he was being recorded. But I'm saying, even no matter what is happening, you're going to be displayed to everybody. So that not making a video, it's kind of like, you kind of signed up for this, like being in the spotlight. You know, when you was doing YouTube and you wanted to start one with De'Ara, I feel like you just knew you was gonna be in the spotlight. So anything that's recorded without you knowing or with you knowing is gonna get out there. So yes, you don't have to explain yourself, but I feel like when your apology don't even match up with the whole situation, I feel like you need to explain yourself. I totally feel like unless like everything was matching up, that's fine. You don't have to explain yourself, but now you have to explain yourself because the apology and the videos and the receipts it's not adding up at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is just my my 2 cents, because I honestly feel the female did nothing wrong in a sense, and that's just me because of the simple fact that she even went on Instagram with her apology. She was like, I was very uncomfortable in that situation. Like, she's a fan and she went up to get like a hug or whatever, talk to him. And that's why they were so close. But then he started filling up on her. And as you can see in the video, she backed up and leaned up against the car so that he couldn't continue to touch her.
But she was even wrong for touching him back, because in the video there she was
hugging all
like touching down his leg and stuff. Like, I feel like she was wrong for also giving physical contact as well. If you see that somebody's like sexually touching you, y'all know y'all not together, that's when she should have backed up to the car, not touch him first, then want to back up to the car. I feel like that's another playing the victim card. Like, oh, I didn't know, I was uncomfortable. He made me feel this way, but you were also touching him back.
No, I feel like you don't just go up to somebody and rub on their butt. You will have to put a vibe, all that stuff. So he did that after the fact. After they was talking, he had to been flirting. They had been flirting back and forth, you know.
Right, they had to like, even if they didn't know each other before they got to the club, I feel like since they were there for the same celebration, they probably like got acquainted during the party or whatever. I most definitely feel like there was some type of relationship there, even if they just met or whatever. You had to be talking or knew of each other or each other's presence. We ought to be that comfortable touching each other like that.
Yeah.
See, and that's why I said that was just my opinion, because as I said in the beginning, I didn't really watch the entire video. So I didn't see the part where she rubbed up on him. I just saw where he rubbed her behind and she leaned up against the car.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess it all, at the end of the day, it's all going to come out. It all has come out. I'm just happy to see that De'Ara is on her glowing stuff, period. Because she posted that picture of her looking real good.
Maturity is beautiful.
She don't care. Well, she probably do care, but she's not about to let that stop her from
collecting her bag.
I'm about to say all her priorities are straight. Like, she's going to make sure she's secure financially and mentally, emotionally before she addresses the media or addresses like Ken himself. Like, I feel like that is mature and that's growth. Like, you focusing on you. Like, if we're not going to end up together, I got to make sure I have money to support myself and make sure that I'm healthy mentally and everything. So I'm just happy that she's putting those promos in her work first.
That's like, I feel like if they were to break up, De'Ara don't need him.
At all.
Need him at all. Like, no.
Literally could be a fashion model. Oh.
But also so I was doing my research after, you know, being a little fangirl or whatnot. It's immaturity a bit, you know, having myself a little fun entertainment. Watching their videos and whatnot, De'Ara is the light. Like, I hope this isn't hurtful to that man. He's a grown man, so I'm not offending him, bullying him or not. But she is the light. Like, in them videos, I don't know if he's like a shy person or like boring. That sounds so rude for me to say it's boring. But like, I know y'all be seeing that too. Like, the videos, they look off. And I don't think it's off. I think that she's just like a big light, like a hype, cool, like down type person, like mad fun. Like in the video, she be mad fun. He'd be like,
yeah.
She'd be like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, you know.
Like that whole drunk, like Truth or Dare, like the drink or tell the truth video. And she asked, like the question was asked, like, what is your deepest, like darkest secret? And then he was like, dear, you already know. I feel like that was a red flag right there too, like leading up to this whole situation. I feel like.
Do you know what it was?
I don't think so. Because they've been together for years. So he could have killed a cat 6 years ago. And that is the deepest, darkest secret. I don't think cheating is a deepest, darkest secret.
I think if she knew about it, she would have.
Yeah. Listen.
I mean, at least we know. Well, we don't know, but it can be said that they are continuing to work things out. Simply because in the picture she posted, she still had her engagement ring on. Oh, yeah. So I mean, that's a sign that either they're working things out, or so it can literally mean only two things: either they're working things out, or she's being professional and she's not displaying her personal information out to the world. Because you know, if she would have posted that picture without the rings on, everybody would have said, "Oh, she don't got her ring on no more. Oh, they not getting married no more." So it was either she was being professional and she knew what she had to do for the pictures and for the media, or they're continuing to work things out.
Yeah, also, I wanted to add on to that, when Ken went on his, like, Instagram or whatever to apologize, that's like, a level of maturity, for real, to go on there and try to apologize for what he did. And try to apologize to the person that he actually hurt.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like applying pressure online is totally different than applying pressure,
I think,
in person, because he apologized to her on social media, which I feel like is something that he shouldn't have had to do in the first place.
I think he did it before, like.
Okay, but listen.
Like on social media. So
I think because I was in his brother's live. His brother went live laughing about it.
His brother invited him out.
Like, yeah, and his comments were from 2,000 to 687,000 and he was getting death threats and stuff like that. So I think because they are a social media couple, that sounds rude, but like, you know, like people who are
get my lollipop back.
Career. I think that his apology was done so that people can stop giving him so much heat, and so that he can answer the T questions type stuff. Like, so he can like
go like this. Give me your finger. Go like.
Meow. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
But yeah, as I was saying, I feel like he shouldn't have had to apologize to De'Ara on the internet. Like, honestly, me, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't have apologized at all. Not to the internet. If I would have apologized on the internet, it would have been to my fans, because of the simple fact I know how many people I have following me, and I know how many people I have who have trust and faith into my videos and our relationship. So it would have been like, oh, I apologize that y'all had to witness this and see this, but instead he went up there and apologized to her. Like, either you do that in person or you don't do it at all. And if she's not speaking to you at that moment, you just have to wait until she is ready to speak. It's not, oh, she's not texting you back, so I'm going to go online and apologize. That's like that's like
half an apology.
Yeah.
Not really genuine.
I don't even think it was just done so that people would just stop hating.
How are you going to eat my wallet?
Like, because his comments were going dumb. And De'Ara's comments, and TikTok comments, and YouTube comments. Yes. He was getting hate from everyone.
TikTok, hold on. TikTok is real messy. TikTok is real messy because they started putting all them little videos of people being like, oh, of this relationship fall apart, then I don't believe in love no more.
Mhm.
Whereas these videos were posted like a month ago, and I'm just now seeing them on my For You page the day that they breaking up or the day that they
No,
going
but
through their
not
mess.
only
Like
that,
TikTok knew what they was doing.
Mhm.
facts. No, the amount of videos that I like you that De'Ara got over the last week is
Mhm.
the girl just got like publicly
Or
embarrassed.
the
Like
other one where it was like, I thought the
I thought a bitch who was the baddest bitch.
so
I was like,
he was wilding. Like TikTok was on top of it.
But
Right.
yeah, I just, Dear, honestly, I feel for you, and I hope that whatever y'all got going on, it works out, and that you're still happy in the long run. Because honestly, honestly, you're a
right.
you're a baddie, and I really want you to go far. And I mean, you've already gone far, but I want to see you continue to grow, because it's just your energy gives me my energy, and I need somebody out there like you to give me my energy. Okay,
Mhm.
period. Any more comments?
That's the two of us.
No.
I'm
We
dead.
can make it if we try.
Alrighty, so that's our first cup of tea. Our second cup, I'm gonna go ahead and let Dom T announce that one.
Okay, so the second cup of tea is Wildin' Out.
Oh, let's get into that.
If you didn't know, Nick Cannon got fired from his job because of some altercations that he was over there talking about something that wasn't supposed to be talked about.
Some remarks that he said.
No, he didn't even say it though. They weren't his remarks.
Yeah, but
That's the worst part about it.
they're looking for new people to host the show, and so DC Young Fly, one of the stars of the show, they asked him to do it, but he actually declined it.
And I feel like he made a good decision.
And what do y'all think about that?
Okay.
Okay, but first, if I'm not mistaken, I just heard rumors and stuff going around that they're actually talking, or there's rumors or whatever that Nick Cannon is supposed to be coming back.
Yeah.
I'm hoping because okay, but here's why. It's his show. So
Yeah.
if you take him off, all his people are gonna leave as well. Loyalty in the industry is so big these days, and you can see it. Well,
And it's very rare. So I want to also like commend
And it's important.
DC Young Fly and all the other people who are on that show for actually staying loyal.
Even
and sticking to him.
Zoe, his support was amazing. Love you, by the way, babe. But his support was immaculate. No, but okay. So even what DC said, he was like, honestly, I declined that, and it wasn't a hard decision to make. He said, without Nick, I would be nowhere. I wouldn't even be up for this offer.
He definitely, yeah.
He said, I wouldn't even be here. So why would you even ask me that? It's his show. It's his success. Like, I'm not going to take it from him. No.
Like,
Because he was definitely like, the industry didn't even want him at first. Nick handpicked him to be on that show.
I feel like Nick shouldn't have had to apologize for nothing he said. Your opinion is your opinion. Stand on it. Period. And the fact that it wasn't even his remark. So actually, the video was very old. And in the video, someone else made the remark, and I think Nick piggybacked on it or like agreed or whatnot, and they dissed him out. Yeah. But I remember the mark, honestly. So the remark could have been ignorant, and here I am, supporting it. I even remember the remark. To be honest with you, all I know is that Wildin' Out, babe. If it was not gonna be Nick, babe, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I'm about to say everybody, like all my friends know that Wildin' Out was my favorite show. I'm always watching the clips. I'm always watching like the old season, like from season 1 all to season 8. Like I'm always rewatching the show. Always, I'm just so like I love that show. So the fact that like just hearing this situation, it really just like hurt me because I'm like, Wildin' Out will never be the same. Like if you get like a new host, if you get a new cast, it will just never be the same. Like I grew up watching Wildin' Out, so the fact that everything is changing, it will like hurt me. And I feel like DC Young Fly did a good thing. Like loyalty is everything. It's very important nowadays because just being like a outsider or like a supporter or a fan of like multiple celebrities, it's like a lot of backstabbing and a lot of betrayal that goes on in the industry. So I'm saying like for like someone to like have so strong of like loyalty to someone is amazing, and I feel like he's not wrong for what he said. We need more people like DC Young Fly and Chico Bean and Carlos to like in this industry just to back up and support and speak the truth.
I have a picture with him.
With who?
Don't do too much.
With who?
Don't do too much.
Wait, a picture with who?
Chico Bean.
I just want to let
Oh,
everyone know.
let's insert that picture right here. Yeah, we're gonna insert that picture. So, Miss Big Daddy T, make sure you send that to Dom T.
Oh yeah, like, and yeah, Chico, if you ever watch this,
Please know you, babe.
And to
please
add
don't
on
do
to
too
that,
much on
with
that.
the, loyalty, DC Young Fly said he's the OG. You can't replace the OG.
That's facts.
He's
Her.
the person that's
What if they asked the three of y'all to be the hosts?
Yeah, I mean
No,
that was always
no.
the thing. It was always they was always saying they was grooming DC.
But see, I want it right though. I wanted to be like given to me from the OG.
From Nick, got you.
This not corporate. It's not corporate didn't hire me. Nick hired me. You feel me? So it's like it'd be a backstab for me to go be like, all right, corporate, what y'all want me to do? But I know how the game get. Y'all don't fuck with me like that. You only fuck with what I can bring you. I want to be a part of a family. And Wild 'N Out was a family from the time we entered on whatever set we was at. Once we go through the metal detectors, from the people at the front desk, man, all the way to the people that's carrying the lights and the ropes and the cameras, everybody in there is family. So it's not like a going to work situation. It's like you going to school, bro.
Right.
And you the principal. Who gonna tell us what to do?
So what did y'all say?
What started this?
Loyalty is very rare nowadays, and the fact that he has all them people who are willing to stick by him and like not betray him is something I commend like wholeheartedly, because like I'm not even gonna get into that, but like I'm gonna just say that loyalty is very hard to come by, and sometimes you just gotta be grateful when you can find it.
Facts.
Her.
You
So
can make it if we try.
we got through those two things, those two current events. Now let's
Right.
go to our show standpoint. And when I say that, I mean, who are we? We're home, comfy, looking how we want to look in our bedrooms. I'm in the kitchen.
Kitchen.
We are teens in quarantine, seniors in quarantine. This show is honestly
Senior season, baby, period. Class of 2021. Make sure you never forget that number.
Well, no, but honestly, this is how our life has been. You know, we do schoolwork during the daytime. At nighttime, we're up social media, looking at the most recent posts, most recent tea, and it's a good thing to come up here, make a podcast, and just talk once a week, get something social out. Honestly, speaking of that, speaking of quarantine, can we discuss
Parents.
relationship, parents? Can we just get into that right quick? The change.
No, because we spoke about relationships in our other episode. I want to speak about parents.
Let's do it. Can I start?
Of
No.
course, go ahead.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go after Big Daddy T.
This is okay. This is also a current event. Ari,
And it doesn't have to be about like
yourself.
how your parents been in
Mhm.
quarantine, just parents in general.
So this is about Ari. She is a transgender.
Hold on, what?
You were
Ari,
about baby mother.
Who's baby mother?
I thought you was talking about. Aren't you
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
the TikToker.
Who was talking about parents? Your parents.
No, I'm about to get into it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so her parents, because she's transgender, they sent her to a conversion camp, a camp, you know, to stop someone from being gay.
Oh wow.
Let's get into it.
Oh wow.
I need parents to understand, support your child, babe. This whole gay thing, it's
It's
ridiculous.
not a phase.
Like, it's not. It's not a
It's
disease.
not a phase,
They're not-
nor is
they're
it a
not an imposter.
choice.
They're not an imposter. They're not a zombie. You can't get bitten and become one as well. And it's crazy because I've had a lot of friends over quarantine who've had parents, you know, sit and just bully them, bother them, constantly remind them to dislike themselves, question themselves. And it's like, we gotta wake up. Times have changed. People are more open. People are themselves now. Who's next?
Okay, me.
Oh, go ahead, Bigelow. T. You did say you want to go next. Go ahead.
It's
But I want to
not-
piggyback off of what Big Daddy T said next.
Oh, go ahead then. If you're doing a piggyback.
No, go ahead.
No, because it's about to be like a whole different sub. Like it's like it'll be a subcategory in the parenting.
Okay. So when it comes to what Big Daddy T just said, when she's like, you can't try to like, it's not contagious. We didn't choose to be the way we are. I can promise you that, because nobody wakes up and is like, oh, I want to get bullied every day for the person I like. Oh, I want to be sexually assaulted, because it happens to a lot of people because of the fact that that's who they like. Nobody wakes up and says, oh, I just want my life to be a living hell.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually born this way. And if that's something that you can't believe, then that it really sucks to be you, that you're growing up and with such a closed mind. Because, and like, I will never, and I mean never, try to force my sexuality onto another person. But I'm also not going to sit here and be afraid of who I am and who I was raised to be, because Big Daddy T said, a lot of parents have been sitting at home bullying their children for who they are. But luckily for me, I can honestly say I have parents who are supportive of it. I literally have a huge gay flag on my wall, and my parents support it. And I would never try to force it onto my parents. If that flag on my wall made my parents uncomfortable, I would take it down, because I know I'm living in their house. This is who I am, but I can't go and throw it at them, but they're still supportive of it. So it's like just parents in general, y'all just have to be aware of how y'all treat y'all children, because like my mother and my grandmother, they're very much Christian, like religious. And when I came out to them, I thought I was going to get kicked out of the house. And the fact that they were also supportive of it is something that I can honestly be proud of and say, like, oh, I have people in my corner like that. You good? I'm gonna move her in a minute. But yeah, and as I said, my grandma's very much a Christian, and she supports it to a certain extent. Like, she's literally told me, she was like, okay, you can be who you are. And this is exactly what she said, and I'm not upset about it, because I know that's who she is, and as I said, I don't want to force it onto her. But she literally said, you can be who you are, just do not invite me to your wedding if you're marrying a man. And honestly, I couldn't honestly be upset about that, because I knew that's who she was. And honestly, if we being 100%, I thought she was going to kick me out the house. So honestly, I'm glad that's all she said. But yeah, so basically, parents, y'all just got to be more accepting. And for children and teenagers and anybody under the age of 18 or over the age of 18, if you literally need someone to speak to, reach out to your friends. If you don't have friends you can reach out to us. Our Instagrams, our Twitters, all of our stuff is down below. You can reach out to any one of us and just speak to us about it, because you should never have to go through this alone, especially living in the world that we're living in today. But that's that. I don't want to get too dark. I don't want to get too sad. Bigelow T, go ahead and take it over. I'll be right back.
Well, hopefully mine is not, what I have to say is dark or deep or depressing. But this is like something that's like something I hold dear to my heart, that I always say and try to be vocal to my mom about, is that I understand that I'm a child, but I go through things too. I hate when adults, parents, they just feel like everything they do trumps what we go through. And it sucks to say, but it's like, y'all went through the same thing growing up too. Like, if you didn't go through the exact same thing, you had similarities. So don't ever make me have to dumb down what I'm saying or keep it to a minimum because I'm a child. I get it. Depression is real. Heartbreak is real. Suicide is real. Life period is just real. Like, and when parents be like, you're a little child, you don't have business. We do have business. We have business. We go through things. We go through hurt. Like, we go through sadness and all that. Like, I feel like nothing should ever come out your mouth and be like you should just never say like, oh, you too young to feel this. You too young to go through this, to know this, to feel this way. And I always like, no shade to you, mom. I still love you the same. But that's something that me and my mom go through. Like, she's like, oh, you too young to know what love is. You're too young to feel this way. You're too young to do this and that. She just dismisses my feelings. And it has me feeling like I have to wait until I become an adult to actually open my mouth to speak, because I feel like my thoughts and my feelings are less than. So it's kind of like hard talking to my mom. And as I get older, I try to talk to her more and pick her brain on a lot of things. But sometimes it's hard because I feel like she tends to see the world in black and white. She's not very like optimistic, open-minded like I am. So it's just kind of hard. I don't vent to my family. I don't like that. I tend to go to my friends more than my family, but I try to work on my relationship with my mom. And I think that's what hinders my relationship with my mom, is that she feels like since I'm not an adult, I can't go through the things that I go through. So I would just like to say that, like, parents, don't ever make your child feel like they're less than. Don't ever make your child feel like they can't go through the things they're going through. We might not know what love is. We might not know what certain things are, but we're experiencing it and we're learning how to adjust to it and get over it. But yeah, parents just, like, it's kind of similar to what Big Daddy T was saying. Parents, support your children. Parents, yes, you could give tough love, but at the same time, just be there. We don't always want tough love. Sometimes we want to be held. I know sometimes I want to be held. I don't want to be told that I'm wrong to feel this way. I don't want to be told that I can't go through it. So parents, just, yes, be there and make them feel like they're like you're equal to. Like, we know we're not on the same level, but when it comes to feelings, we are. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm back.
Hey, guy.
Once again, piggybacking. Bigelow T, I agree with you 100%. And one of the things you said that I can honestly attest to is that parents say, oh, you don't know what love is, or oh, you haven't experienced love. First off, sweetheart, mind yours, because I don't tell you everything.
Yeah.
And that also goes into another subject that you spoke about, when we can't always confide in our parents. Because, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, living in a Black household, you're considered weak if you have too many feelings or emotions.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% sure it is multiple people out there who can agree with me on that. But that's something else. You cannot say I don't know what love is, not knowing what I've gone through.
Yeah.
Literally, love is developed by the person that you're with. So living in this house with you, I've developed my own type of love.
Yeah.
And it's no way you can say, oh, you don't know what love is when it comes to relationships. If you was to go out right now and get hit by a car and die, I loved you while you were living, and I'm gonna love you while you're gone. That is love, and the love that I give to you is the same love that I can go give to somebody else. I wouldn't give your love away, but I always have room to give more to somebody else.
Right.
And that just goes to show, like, you can't say, oh, I don't know what love is, yet I'm in a relationship with somebody. I've gotten close to somebody over, like, a long period. For 5 years, I've gotten close to somebody, and you're saying, oh, you don't love them. You're just friends with them. What? like you just make no sense when you say that. Like, you don't know what love is. You're too young to experience love. When you die and I don't cry, I'm too young to know what love is.
Yeah. I'll say, and a lot of parents, like, they just forget that our generation goes through more than they went through. Like, they didn't have to deal with some of the things we go through in this generation. Like,
really, so like, we're literally graduating high school at home.
Yeah, like, I feel like parents nowadays are insensitive, and I feel like it's the wrong time to be insensitive. And I feel like, if anything, when we're trying to confide in you, like, I feel like, Mom, this is to you. I feel like you better be lucky that I'm even coming to talk to you. Because I don't have to come and talk to you. I don't, like, just better be lucky I'm even saying anything to you. So, like, don't do that. Don't hurt my feelings while I'm trying to.
But it's also, I agree, definitely. But it's also a thing about being grateful. You know, I'm grateful for God for being alive every day. I wake up, I experience things, but I'm still happy that I am who I am. I'm happy that I was able to go within myself and find things. And, you know, sometimes parents feel like people are ungrateful for the smallest things. Respectfully, I'm going to thank you either way, you know. Mm-hmm. But how can you tell a 10-year-old well, I put a roof over your head. You know, I did this and the third, as if they had the option to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, Ma, you brought me into this world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up,
And
feed me,
that,
and send me the hell out.
I'm grateful for your presence. I'm grateful for what you did. You know, you didn't have to buy me, you know, bundles or an iPhone. I can have an Android. You didn't have to give me this. You didn't have to give me this watch, you know, these chains, all this. And, you know, and we're grateful. We're grateful. And then you have some parents.
We're grateful.
Yes, but then you have some parents who will use that against you.
Oh, I didn't have to go out there and buy you that phone. You're right. And I didn't force you to go out there and buy me that phone. I asked you, and you decided, as my child, I'm going to go out and buy you that phone. You can't use your love and affection and your, what's the word? I don't know the word. But you just can't use that against me, your choices and your actions against me, to go out and buy me something and then say, oh, now that's something I get to hold against you in the future.
Yeah, because when parents do that, it hinders your relationship. Like, all parents nowadays say is, I want a better relationship with my child. Learn, just then get to know us. Like, learn, like, want to know. Like, don't be so quick to, as soon as we cry, why are you crying? You shouldn't be crying over that. That's little kid stuff. Like, don't want to be there and not be there at the same time. Like, be there all the way. Don't halfway, don't half-ass it. Be there when you say you're going to be there for me.
My thing is also the verbal abuse. We're all on TikTok, right? You know, follow me below. But it sucks to see. First of all, I have a mom that's very open, and I can talk to her about anything. You know, I can go to her. And it sucks seeing people on TikTok, or even my close friends, who cannot do stuff like that. They have parents who are calling them fat. Parents saying, hey, kill yourself. Parents, you know, saying, oh, well, you're this, and you're that, and you're this, and you're that. And it sucks because sometimes I remember that I'm a child. So you had that rude aunt that had a kid at 15, no judgment.
Hold on, wait. I just want to clarify, guys, because I know y'all see me and Baddie T over here laughing. We are not laughing at what Big Daddy T said. We're laughing at a memory we have with Big Daddy T, or something that she told us.
I know what y'all talking about.
No, we don't.
But yeah, I just want to clarify that we're not laughing at like the verbal abuse and the
we don't condone.
topic.
We don't condone like none of this that's happening.
But my apologies. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you the video and just don't ask questions, okay? Just put it in the video, okay? Don't ask me questions about the elite. But anyways, it's just it sucks when you see people who have a hard time at home. And honestly, I think that kids, their personalities and their attitudes are created at home. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you grew up with a parent who's always on you, bro, and that's like always calling you like wrong when you're not, it's like at that point, let me just go ahead and be wrong. Like, let me just go ahead and be bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not respectful. I respect all adults because, you know, you are working your butt off to pay the bills, you know, and you are, you know, spoiling me to the greatest extent, and I'm heavily grateful. But it's just those parents who think that means that you can bully your child and then get upset when they don't like you.
Yeah, like I feel like parents other than police, men, like parents, they abuse their power too. Yes, you are our superior, but like you abuse it, like you just go overboard. Like, chill out.
I just feel like there's so many different aspects to talk about when it comes to your parents. Like, you could talk about emotional abuse. You could talk about physical abuse, which I hope is not going on in anybody's house. You just talk about, you good, Baddie T?
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much to talk about. And like, you can talk about how your parents make you feel, how they brought you up. And it's a lot. And honestly, like Big Daddy T said, when you're growing up in a household, your parents are your main influence. And when it comes to having to deal with what they have to say, sometimes that can be traumatic when it comes to, oh, you don't do this right, you don't do that right yet. Okay, so I'm gonna just use my life as an example. So, as y'all know, we're all seniors. I am literally involved in multiple organizations. So I'm the student body president, vice president of the student ambassadors. Like, I have my own step team. I'm in the band, modeling, all that. I do all of those extracurriculars along with having a job and also maintaining a 4.0 GPA. Like, I do all of this on my own. Like, as I said, my father and I live with my stepmom. My parents, they're all very supportive, but they're not people I can just go talk to and have a conversation. Oh, I had this go on today, this, and the other, or I need help with this. It's like, no, I'm doing all of this on my own. And when it comes to things like that, it's like very hard and traumatic to, hold on. Basically, when it comes to my parents, I work my ass off and I make sure I do what I have to do. Yet there's always something else that my parents say that I have yet to complete or yet to accomplish in their eyes. So,
Like it's never enough.
right, it's never, thank you. I was trying to get to that, but I didn't know how to get it out.
It's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Right. So like I went out and bought myself a car, and then it was so many more repercussions to, oh, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Now you got to do this. Now you got to do that. And it's like, when is it ever enough? I applied to colleges. Oh, you didn't apply to enough, or you need to also make sure you go do this. And I'm glad they stayed on top of me when it came to like my school and stuff. But then when it comes to voluntary things like a car, that's not a necessity. I can literally go without a car. If I got to get to work, I could catch the bus. I'm not doing that though. We got 2 cars in the driveway. It is no reason for me to have to catch a bus, which I don't. But that's a different story.
It's like, where's the I'm proud of you, or where's the congratulations?
Right.
It's like something has to be like.
And so I say that because, hello? Anyway, got me dead. That is a cockroach. Anyway, I say that because, like, as Bigelow T said, it's never enough, and there's no, oh, congratulations, or, oh, good job, you did this. It's always, now what's next? Or what more can you do? At this point, there is no more that I can do. I've literally reached my max that I can do by myself. My support system are these 4 people right here. Like, these are the, literally, I honestly don't even text that many people. Literally, I text them every day. And sometimes it can be something so stupid, and sometimes it can be something so serious. And it's like, oh, the things that I'm talking to them about are things that I should be able to go to my parents and talk about, which I cannot, because it's, to them, it's, oh, this is something so simple, or
it's expected. Like,
it's right, this is something that you're expected to do. I'm not expected to do anything but stay black and die. So when you say, oh, I'm expected to go out and get a car, or I'm expected to go pay my phone bill, I'm expected to go work a job after I get out of school, I'm expected to get a 4.0 GPA at school, I'm expected to attend all these extracurricular activities, I'm expected to do all of these other things. It's never, oh, good job, you can have an off day. And then when you have an off day and you actually get the chance to chill, oh, all you ever do is sit at home. Excuse me? Like, and it's just so astounding to me, like, oh, all you do is stay in your room and sleep or listen to music. I literally do that like once a week when I actually have the time to do it. But yeah, I'm not gonna say and knock y'all heads off. So anybody else want to piggyback off anything I said or want to start a new topic?
I was gonna piggyback. I was just gonna say one more thing is like a mother's love and a father's love is everything. Like, you don't have that, you're bound to go down so many wrong paths, and you're considered a misled child. Like,
can we just acknowledge this whole conversation that's going on between Baddie T and Dom T? Like, we just gonna ignore that?
Because me and Dom been trying to talk for the long game.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
damn. I was saying, I agree with all y'all responses about how parents, they don't appreciate what we do, like achievements and all that. I came from a military-based family where they keep it true. They have no emotion. They tell you what's going to happen, what's not. My parents, they're rough on me and my brother a lot. They tell us what to do. They tell us we have to do it when it is said to be done. It's my mom. She's like she's a person that has many emotions, but she shows one emotion with me and my brother. She yells
Which
at us
is
all the time. It's like I don't want to say it's anger, but she's always yelling. Like she accuses us of everything, and then when I tell her I did something like, oh, I got honor roll, this,
damn. You want to back up?
huh?
Talking to Batty T all up in the camera.
Find yours. Stay in your box.
Like achievement, they congratulate me, but it's like what Jacob and them said, it's on to the next. What are you gonna do? And then when I apply to colleges, I want this major. My mom says, no, you're not getting that major. You gotta get this major. You gotta worry about money. You gotta worry about this. What if I want to do what I want to do?
Period.
So can I ask what you actually want to do?
It's between health professions and mechanical engineering.
Oh, per Jackson Avery.
Oh,
And,
ooh, check.
and
You said mechanical engineer.
yeah.
Period.
Mm.
And my dad, he's not like that, even though he's the one that was in the military. And my mom is just like she was on to when my dad was in the military. My dad, he's a laid back person. He agrees with all of our decisions.
No.
He's like he's supportive. That's what it is. He wants to, cause he missed my older sibling like life. He wants to get with me and my brother and get close with us.
He's basically trying to live
Yeah.
all his other children's lives through y'all two.
Yeah. And my mom, she gets mad at him because she says, "Oh, you're like a friend of them. You don't discipline them. You don't do this. You don't do that." He said, "I don't have to discipline them. They know when I'm serious or I'm playing around."
Right. As he should.
My mom, we have a love-hate relationship kind of. Because my mom, she likes to.
So that.
Oh my God, there's so many things I just want to talk about.
And my mom, she's just all over the place. She's nice one day, she's mad the next day. It's like, I don't get it. Why do parents do this? They have to be supportive of us, but what I'm saying is like, I agree with like they're harsh on us and everything, but it's gonna pay off. Like all the real life stuff that's going on, whatever. Your parents are teaching you how to treat that. Cause like,
And I guess that's why they call it tough love.
yeah, cause
but I mean, at the same time, we also need actual love.
Yeah, like
to make it.
Cause there's this one story with my brother. He went into the Navy after he went to college. Well, no, high school. And the sergeant, he was yelling in his face, and he was like, "Why aren't you cracking? Why aren't you snapping back?" My brother said, "Sir, I'm not scared of you. The only person I'm scared of is my mother." Because my mom,
Me sometimes though.
My mom is tough, and I really not scared of anything else but my mom because she's crazy.
Yeah, nah.
You got anything else, Batty T?
I mean, let's see. Piggybacking on, I know my parents, like, our relationship in the beginning, especially my mom, it was bad. Like, now, our relationship is, like, really good. Like, I come to her with, like, certain things, and we talk and stuff like that. And, like, with the whole thing about supporting your children, I know when I told my parents that I was bisexual, my mother, it was like, no, both of them were just like confused. Like they didn't understand. First of all, they didn't even understand what bi was. And it was like very confused on how you can like females and males at the same time.
I'll be back.
And yeah, so I mean, my parents, I don't even know what to say. My dad is like my best friend. Like, we're cool. I love talking to him and all that stuff. I tell him everything. My mom, at first it was rough, very, very rough, but now it's like way better now. So I can't really say nothing like bad or anything. I mean, I didn't have the best childhood, but I mean, nothing is really bad now. Like, I can actually say like, you know, I'm happy with what everything is going on with, because my parents are like, I don't say my parents are the best, but they're pretty freaking close. So I mean, I can't really say nothing bad about it.
Yeah, and I also want to say I'm glad my parents taught me the way I am because
Yeah.
I'm a hard worker. I know how to make my own money, and they taught me to stay true to myself.
Yeah, I was about to say we're not here to bash our parents. We just want like it to be known that parents, like not just our parents, but like parents across the like nation, like y'all tend to lack in certain areas that are essential to a child's life. Y'all tend to lack or take like advantage of y'all power in certain places where it doesn't need to, and it affects us. Like we might not say it, but it ends up like affecting us. And I feel like a parent could see that in their child's path, like the type of direction they're going. Like I feel like when a parent sit down and be like, why my child like this, like smoking and partying and having sex all the time and stuff, like I feel like it just all starts at home. Like nine times out of 10 it's something that happened in a household or how you were raised or something that deep down happened, like that traumatized you, that you never spoke about, that your parents probably have done to you, and you're down that path. So we just want like parents to know that you do hurt us. We might not like say it like, Mom, you hurt my feelings, Dad, you hurt my feelings, but like we are hurt. We do have feelings too. We're human.
And to add on to that, like, okay, my childhood, when I was saying my childhood, where it wasn't like the best, I don't want people, if you're going through like bad times right now, I don't want people to think because you're going through it right now, it's not gonna get better. Cause when I tell you my childhood, we ain't gonna get into that. It was me and my mother, it was rough, like bad. I had no relationship with her. Like I just didn't want to talk to her. I didn't tell her nothing, like none of that. Now it's like, now that I'm 17, it literally took us years. It's gonna take some time and it's not gonna be easy.
I'm about to say, and it's not gonna be forever. It's not forever.
It literally took us years to get where we are now. And I'm like actually like really happy that she actually was willing to work on herself and better to have a better relationship with me. So it was just like, yeah, you might be going through it right now, but it's not gonna last forever. If both of y'all are willing to work on the relationship, then definitely y'all gonna be good. Y'all gonna be good.
Y'all know Thanksgiving's coming up, so y'all in the comments, y'all respond of what you're thankful for, and we're just
and we might be filming like the day before Thanksgiving. What day does Thanksgiving fall on? We might even talk about what we're grateful for in that next video. So
yeah, thankful and what we're grateful for.
The 26th.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Oh yeah, we'll be filming the night before, so
And
we'll be saying what we're thankful for.
What y'all thankful for?
Yeah.
All right, Jacob.
We logging off?
Oh, we are?
Oh,
it's gonna get better, y'all. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be better. All your
not forever.
Just work on it. Anything you're going through, trust and believe it's gonna get better. Like right now, it might seem the world is ending, but it's not. And if you need anybody to talk to, y'all know our Instagrams are gonna be down below. So, and I'm like willing to help anybody. Like if you need to talk, vent, advice, mommy, we're all.
I was gonna say, and when you go through stuff, go do things that make you happy. Draw, sing, like go for a jog, journal.
When you go through it, make sure you're not going through it alone as well.
Yeah.
Go through it with somebody.
Because you cannot always carry that load by yourself. And that's something I learned. Like, you don't want to be a burden to others, but sometimes you need somebody to lean on.
But 9 times out of 10, the person that you try to go to probably going through the same thing or been through the same thing, so they could definitely relate and help you out. Like,
y'all can help each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes you may feel that whatever you're going through is just stupid, but if it is something that is causing you to cry or bringing you to like mental pain, then it's not stupid, regardless of if it's just stress. You have to speak to somebody about it. And I only say that because I'm one of those people who will try to avoid it as long as possible, and then it'll all just build up and come out at a random time. So just make sure you talk to somebody and you have a support system. If you need a support system, reach out to If you need a support system, just reach out to us and we'll always be here to speak to you about it. So
No judgments.
none at all.
All love.
But yeah, so this is 5 Cups of Tea, and I'm Jacob, aka Royalty Period, and we'll see y'all next episode. If you have any questions, reach out to us. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at RoyaltyJacob_. Anybody else want to plug themselves?
You can find me on Instagram at selfmade.dv.
You can find me at Damo Youngbull.
You go ahead, babe.
Go ahead, Batty T. Go ahead.
You can.
Oh, y'all, can we talk about this little transformation that done happened? Yeah.
Stop.
I done been with Batty T through so many hair stages.
Honestly.
Y'all, don't come for me like that.
But yeah, go ahead, plug yourself, Betty.
Yeah, you can, follow me at ca.annalise on Instagram.
Y'all can find me on TikTok, on Twitter, on IG, on Snap. I mean, find it on it all. I'm not on Yobo. Please don't catfish me. I'm not on there. Anyways.
Oh.
Peace out.
But yeah, so we'll catch y'all next episode, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that bell so you get a notification every time we upload a new video. And make sure you follow us on our Instagrams. All of our Instagrams will be linked down below. Peace out.
Bye, guys.